Hey, so this video was a request, and I was asked, hold on, I'm reading it on my other laptop. Um, I was wondering if you can make a request about a video about abusive relationships in which a guy harms a girl in any way, as I have been in a 3-year abusive relationship in which my ex had beaten me and threatened me, and I noticed that there are not many videos on this topic. I know it's been a year since I left him, but for some reason I'm still sensitive about what happened. If you don't want to, it's all good. I think it was because I let him do him, and that led to control and slowly to abuse. Okay, so this is what I have to say about that. Um, I have experience in what you're talking about, and what you're saying, like, it's the truth. There's not many people that talk about abusive relationships. This is what I want to say. You stay in an abusive relationship because you're in love. Otherwise, you wouldn't be tolerating, you know, physical abuse, like not being able to go out or putting hands on you and all that. This is what I have to tell to all these females that think that when you're in an abusive relationship where the guy is controlling or he puts his hands on you, where, okay, he's going to change. This is what I want to say. In any relationship you know, what relationship do you know where the man has put his hands on the female and never does it again? Ever. I don't know of one. So if y'all know of one, let me know. Because it doesn't matter if it's a week, a month, a year, regardless of the situation, when he put his hands on you that one time, he's going to do it again. Now, this is what I have to say. All right, whatever. We can say you made a mistake, got out of hand, and whatever, it's led to physical abuse. But after that, all right, second time, third time, fourth time. And what I want to say is that I just recently got into an argument with one of my best friends who was living with me for like 3 years, and she's pregnant by this guy. And we got into an argument because she's telling me that he's in love with her. Now, he put his hands on her and all that, and she still is going back to him. She made him suffer for like a week. Now she's talking to him again. He kicked her out while she was pregnant with his child. This is what I have to say. How does a man that loves you gonna put you out on the streets pregnant with your child? Now, just think about it if it wasn't you and if it's somebody else. Now, for the people that never been in abusive relationships who say, girl, I would cut his thing off. I would never, ever, ever let a man do that to me. You're lying. You've never been in an abusive relationship, so you can't talk. That's like a counselor trying to tell you something about no experience they have. Don't open your mouth and say what you would do when you're not in that predicament. Maybe if you were in an abusive relationship and as soon as he put his hands on you, you left, you called the cops, you never came back, whatever, then you have room to talk. But most of you that talk all that jibber jabber never been in an abusive relationship. Now, this is what I also have to say. Um, in my relationship, it took me 4 years, 4 years to leave. It wasn't bad in the beginning, and then it started getting bad, whatever. And then it was hard for me to get into another relationship. But see, my next man knew that I was in an abusive relationship. That's another thing you can't let guys know either, because it was good in the beginning, but then he knew that if he put his hands on me, that that was a controlling thing to where I'll stay because I was in a 4-year relationship. What I also have to say to you ladies is you're way more worth it than to settle for that. Like, I don't care how you look. I don't care if you look like a bum and your clothes, no name brand and everything. You're still worth it. Like, for real. You're there's plenty of men out there. If you have kids and you think you have kids with him and no guy will want you, that's wrong. My mother has 2 daughters, and guys all the time want to take care of her and her kids. So, like, you can find somebody better. And guess what? If you're constantly getting douchebags and this and that, where are you finding these guys at? Go to church. I'm pretty sure you'll find a good guy there. And if you don't believe in God or whatever, this and the third, go to college, go to like your job. Like, And if you don't have a job, get a job because you need a job. If you're scared to get out of an abusive relationship, I'm going to tell you this: it's only going to get worse. Only going to get worse. You have to leave, and you cannot tell them where you're at. As hard as it is, you can't call them, block them on any social networks, change your number. Who cares if everybody has it? Call all the people that need it and tell them this is your new number. You have to get out of this relationship, and it will harm you and affect you for the rest of your life. You might be able to get over it, but the scar that was there because you were in love will always be there. And listen to me on this: you can call the cops and think, oh, he's gonna kill me, whatever. No, no. I was with a man who actually committed murder, didn't get caught for it. We used to fight. Like, he used to beat me up and I used to punch him and stuff. I wasn't scared of him, but I called the cops on him, and then 6 months later I got back with him again because I was young, dumb, and thought I couldn't have nobody else. I was so in love with him. But ladies, listen here: call the cops, get him locked up, and leave. If you don't have nowhere to go, there's shelters. Shelters. You may not want to act like this on the third. Stop being too proud. I'm pretty sure you have family members that care about you. And if you don't, I'm sorry, but there is a system. The system will help you, okay? And I'm telling you this right now. I have a friend that has 3-bedroom house, has 3 kids, 3 different baby daddies, was in abusive relationships, raped, and all that. She left and now she's living good on her own, and she got the help she needed until she was able to get on her feet. And now she has a man that takes care of her and her 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, females, this is what I have to say to you: you do not need to be in a relationship where you're degrading yourself. You do not have to stay in the house all the time. You do not have to make sure you're home by the time he gets out of work. You do not have to feel that because he pays bills or because he's taking care of you, that you have to listen to whatever he says, because that's not true. No, no. Like, leave and listen to me, okay? um I'm still hurting from my 2 relationships where they put their hands on me, and I have this wall up, this shield where I won't let nobody in, and everybody says, why are you so mean, why are you so rude, blah blah blah, like, why can't you just date and this and that? No. And I mean, I know nobody wants to go through that, and then you're going to be heartbroken and lonely, because I hate being by myself. I hate not being able to cuddle. I lived with my boyfriends and we were engaged. I was, did everything with them. So, like, now that they're gone, I feel all lonely. I can't go to sleep at night. I'm up till 6 in the morning. But guess what? You'll get over it in time. You will. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't don't do it to yourself. You're going to end up killing yourself. People die from stress, suicide, all that from abusive relationships. There's 1-800 numbers you can call. There's places you can go. Just please, please listen to me and leave him alone.